Hey guys, welcome to Moonlit TCG. I want to apologize for the hiatus. My computer actually died on me, and I had to get an external solid state drive for it to start working again. Now, I apologize about the jankiness of this. I was not prepared to really make a video about this. I did find out that there is a Gundam box tournament happening today, so I figured I will show you guys the list that I have been rocking. And yeah, I've seen some success with this list. I've only lost 2 games, one to Aerial Rebuild and one to Gundam Wing. The Gundam Wing one was mostly because of Peaceful Timbre. But yeah, we'll go over our level 1s first. First we have 4 of the Zaku one from the starter deck. It's a 1 cost level 1. Actually, let me see if I can get a better angle, guys. There we go, that's slightly better. It's got the Zeon trait, and it's a 1 AP, 2 HP. It's just a vanilla, it's really good early game. Then we have 2 copies of our DOP. On play, you look at the top card, you can leave it on top or you can put it on bottom, and it's a 1/1. It just helps us be able to push earlier. For level 2s, we have 4 of the Zaku 2 from the starter deck. This threatens EX bases really well, and it's kind of mandatory. You need to see this as soon as possible because you can play it out early, or turn 1 if you're going second. 2 of the Zaku 2, it's kind of the same stat line, except it's got 2/2. It's a vanilla. It's really good. I'm honestly cutting it later on, but it's in here because I'm missing 2 copies of another card. Then we have 4 copies of Zaku 1 Sniper type. You have the support 1. I hardly ever use that effect, actually. I usually use the deploy. Look at top card. If it's a Zeon unit, you can add it to your hand. And it does link with a Zeon trait, so it can rush if you link it with any of our pilots. Then we got 4 Char Zaku 2 from the starter deck. When destroyed, look at top 2 cards. You may reveal a Zeon or Neo Zeon unit, add it to your hand. Everything's a Zeon unit in this deck. Then we have 3 copies of the other Char Zaku 2 during pair. When it's destroyed, you can play a Rested Char Zaku 2 Zeon token, 3 AP, 1 HP. And again, both of those link with Char Aznable, which we are on 4 of that. Then we're on 4 Rickdom. Rickdom has Breach 2, and it's a 3/2 cost, and it's a 3/3 that's a Zeon trait. Again, everything's a Zeon trait. We have 1 copy of Char's Gelgoog. Again, if you have more than 1 copy of this, play it, please. I want to be on 3. I just don't own the other 2. That's why the other 2 Zaku 2s are in here. But it does what it does. It gets us a Char from trash, which is really nice, which is its link pair, so it's going to be rushing more than likely 90% of the time. We have 4 copies of Gelgoog. Again, it's a 4/2 with a 4/3 stat line, and it links with any Zeon pilot, which all of our pilots are Zeon, so you should always be able to link with this when you have a pilot to pair. And then we play 3 Gan. This helps us deal with blockers. Blockers are the worst thing in this deck. You choose 1 enemy unit with blocker, that's level 2 or lower, and destroy it, and it links with Makuve, who is one of our pilots in this deck. We play 2 copies of Big Zam as our final unit. It's a 7/5 with a 5/6 stat line, Breach 4, and on play, if you have 10 Zeon or Neo Zeon units in your trash, you deal 4 damage, just blanket to all blockers. Really good late game, especially if we're dealing with blockers, and in Gundam Wing, when the Wing Zero wiped our board, it's just fueling this. It does link with Dozel. We do not play Dozel. I feel like the Dozel command is a bad card. Just because it costs so much for late in the game to get 2 tokens that aren't really going to survive. And then we have 4 copies of Char Aznable, +1/+1, and 1 attack. It gets +1 AP and high maneuver if it's a link. We have 3 copies of Makuve, again +1/+1, and if it's paired with a Zeon unit, that unit gains Breach, so more anti-blocker stuff. Then we have 2 attack on Torrington base. Action, choose 2 friendly units. I get 1 AP during this turn. I never use it. I use it as Zeon Kurtz, which is a +1/+0 pilot, which has a Zeon trait. So yeah, that gets us to our things. And then the final 4 cards in this deck are 4 Zanzibar. Zanzibar being able to add 1 of our shields, and then we play a Zeon unit. Really good. But that's my list, guys. I'm going to be going to this box tournament this evening. Let me know what you guys would change, any comments, suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully.